Hi, Ariana here, Heart Chakra Tarot. So this is another Spirit Speaks. I already shuffled and pulled cards, so let me go ahead and flip them over. Excuse the voice, it's a little dry out here in the mountains. All right, I pulled a lot of cards today. Okay. So what do we see here? Okay, so I see that there's been a shakeup in your foundation, a shedding of skin, something transformational, something that was very introspective, where you are shedding skin, you're purifying yourself, you're being real with yourself, taking a hard look at yourself, and peeling away as to what was not authentically you. So you're finding your authenticity, you're finding the real you, and that's what you're starting to reveal to the world. And in doing so, that causes a transformational shift and changes too. It could be that perhaps you're changing location is what comes to my mind, like you're moving to a new place, starting fresh, or perhaps you are allowing the old you to die, and along with that, people, situations, habits that no longer serve you, no longer resonate with this new transformation that you're undergoing. But I do feel that there was a sense of sadness that came about with this transformation. And that was because you were starting to see the patterns and the narratives that you were holding, and the way you viewed yourself. Like the way you viewed yourself really astonished you, really took you back. It made you kind of sad that you would see yourself in such a light where you were dimming your light. That's what I feel like. You were dimming your light. You didn't really understand your worth or your power, but now you're moving away from that, and you're purifying yourself, purifying your thoughts, detoxing from your surroundings, your environment, detoxing from yourself. So while this was kind of like an emotional roller coaster in the process, you're gonna find that this is bringing you much closer to what you're destined to do in this life, in this here now, time, space, reality. What you're destined to do, the type of work that you're destined to do. But it took a lot of acceptance of where you've been, what you've done. A lot of us, myself included, have done things that very regretful, that we think of ourselves and we're like, how can I can't believe I was in that state of mind. So there were regrettable moments, but you had to learn to accept that what happened, and it's molded you and it's made you be in a place where you are today, and take that as kind of like a foundational step in your process of evolving. Like, yes, you went through that, but what did you take from it? What did you learn from it? Now that you know what you don't want, a lot of what Abraham Hicks says, you know what you don't want, now you know what you do want. So, but there was regret and remorse when you were facing yourself, encountering yourself, and encountering your narratives. That kind of made me need some air. But again, this purification is really you dropping baggage and coming into your own, and coming into who you are. Now, another message that I'm getting is, yes, you had to accept the past. And that brought up a lot of feelings, because the body feels trauma, right? The body still has trauma in it from traumatic experiences. So when you find yourself with these emotions coming to the surface, it's like deal with these emotions, come at it from a place of love, like bring love into the mix, bring love into the situation, is what I'm hearing here. And now, again, because this is purposeful and getting you into your purpose, purposeful for your purpose, now your destiny, your calling, it's going to be more apparent to you. And it's going to feel so light and airy, and it's going to feel amazing. It's going to feel really good. So within the next 3 months, you're going to look back and you're going to think, wow, like what a storm, like what a shit show I just went through. And I can't believe I went through it, because now I'm feeling so at peace, so vibrant, like I feel my body vibrating love. And I can't imagine that I was there in that place 3 months ago, but now I see why that had to happen. Like now I see. So again, it's crazy, it's choppy, it's you peeling back who you are, releasing what you no longer need, and at the same time, now you're going to be gaining fast momentum into your soul's purpose, your destiny. And you have people surrounding you. You have your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. But it was really about going away with your duality and blending them into who you are, because you're yin yang, right? You're dark and you're light. It's who you are. But sometimes in order for us to hide our dark, we're not authentic. We don't understand how to be authentic while having our dark side as well. But now this process is going to bring forth your authenticity, the real you. And it is a merging of your yin yang energy, your masculine feminine energy, your dark light. So you're powerful, and you have this powerful convergence of your identity, of who you are. And again, I just feel like it's going to be bringing you, it's going to be so much momentum, bringing you into pretty much becoming a great manifester and helping others as well. I think the old you used to be very like hoarding of resources, right? Like a scarcity mentality, but not anymore. I mean, that was the old. Now you're understanding your power. You're understanding the concept of manifestation, that you're a co-creator in this reality. So, like, I know, like, it wasn't easy. It didn't feel good at all. But I can see how it's just going to catapult you into such a lovely, loving place. This one flew off. You saw that. Your hard work is paying off. Yeah, and it's depicted by a new moon or Capricorn. Capricorns are very like hardworking, high work ethic standards. So all of this is paying off. Like, yeah, it felt uncomfortable and scary, and a lot of stuff was brought to light, and you're still probably feeling like, again, your body feels pain, the trauma, so that's going to resurface. But it's all for a good, it's all leading to a good place, a great place. I feel like I'm not wording it correctly. Let's see, one other card. Spirit Speaks series. What do we got for you? I want to say this week, but I don't like putting a timestamp on these things because I feel like they're timeless, that you'll hear it, you'll get to it at the right time. This one. All right, so let's see. Heart-to-heart discussions and clear, assertive communication help you understand and be understood. What this makes me think of, yes, it's important to communicate, to have healthy communication, especially in relationships with your partner, with people, with coworkers, with family. Communication is such key. And being able to be open and expressing yourself clearly. I feel like a lot of misunderstandings happen because we don't understand the other person's communication style. Especially me, like I read a lot into the nonverbal, right? But what I also think of here is let what you say, lead it with love. Lead it with love. Another thing is, like, we're socialized to communicate a certain way and to withhold as well. So I know some of us who, want to be honest and open and direct and assertive. It's not always taken very well, right? People say, oh, we want honesty. But we've grown up in a society where we tend to sugarcoat the truth, right? And I think when you're learning and unlearning, reprogramming yourself after your spiritual awakening, I feel like we become more direct, not necessarily rude because we're leading with love, but we cut through a lot of the BS, right? Because our main purpose is to assist, to serve, and to uplift humanity. And sometimes that communication comes off as shocking or blunt or rude. But I hope it's understood that it's like under the current of love. Like, it's not being said to offend or to hurt you or to judge you, but it's coming from a place to uplift you, to move you out of your situation into higher levels of consciousness. So I guess what I'm saying is, when you're having these discussions, make sure you're leading with love, and then make sure that you are open to sharing and open to receiving, and that when you're sharing, if it seems like the person is, misjudging with the information, let them know, the message is coming from love. It's kind of what I'm hearing. Let me see. I like ending my readings with this Universe Speaks deck. Ooh. So yeah, be clear in your communication. A lot of them flew out and I kind of mixed them up. So let me put them back in. What's meant to come out will come out. So be clear in your communication. Like, honor yourself by speaking your truth. And at the same time, you're honoring them by speaking your truth, even though it may not always feel that way. But as long as you're coming at it from a place of love, and not a place, meant to hurt or destroy, let that be known as well. Especially in close relationships or romantic relationships, where we tend to be a little bit more sensitive with communication, with what is said or not said. All right. So this is what I'm going to end it with. Hope is a conduit for miracles. Hope. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. When you're in the middle of that storm, in the midst of it, it sucks. It sucks. But don't lose hope. There's beautiful energy, experiences, magic, people. Don't lose hope. We're all healing. We're all learning who we are. We are all learning our magic. We're all learning all this lost information, right? But we are meant to be in this now, this time-space reality. And we're strong, like we got what it takes. Just don't lose hope. Like, you got this, okay? I hope this resonates. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching.